Hey everyone, welcome back to PLYGNSMTH. Today we'll create this realistic coffee cup from nothing more than a simple circle mesh using the workflow I personally use in my projects. No unnecessary delays, let's open Blender and jump right in. Alright, we're in Blender now. Feel free to use any version of Blender, the workflow is exactly the same. Let's delete the default cube, then let's add a circle mesh and set its vertices to 26. Once that's done, we're ready to get started. Next, switch to Edit mode and enable Edge Select. From here, we'll shape the coffee cup by repeatedly extruding the edge loop upward along the Z-axis, then scaling it to match the profile of the cup. Continue repeating this extrude and scale workflow until you're happy with the overall shape. Next, let's add a few edge loops around the body of the cup. These will help later when we create the handle. Also, don't forget that the bottom of the cup is still open. Select the bottom edge loop, extrude it slightly inward, then use Grid Fill from the Face menu to close the opening. Once you're happy with the shape, it's time to give the cup some thickness. We'll use Blender's Solidify modifier for this. While still in Edit mode, add a Solidify modifier and set it to Simple mode. Then, adjust the thickness to whatever looks best for your model. When you're satisfied, switch to Object mode and apply the modifier. And that's it, we just finished a clean, solid coffee cup body, ready for the next step. Alright, let's move on to one of the most satisfying parts of the model, the coffee cup handle. This is where the cup really starts to come to life. Begin by selecting a few faces on the upper side of the cup, centered along the X-axis. Use inset faces to create a smaller section that will serve as the base for the handle. From there, we'll gradually extrude the geometry outward, building the shape step by step instead of trying to create it in a single extrusion. As I work, you'll notice I'm making a few small adjustments along the way. These tweaks are important for keeping the topology clean, maintaining a consistent edge flow, and avoiding unnecessary triangles or awkward pinching. Don't rush this part. Taking a little extra time here will make the model much easier to refine later. Also, pay close attention to your transform orientation. Depending on the step you're working on, switching between global, local, and normal can make a huge difference in how the geometry extrudes and moves. There's no single correct orientation for every action, so choose the one that gives you the cleanest and most predictable result. The goal isn't to copy every movement exactly, it's to maintain a smooth, clean edge flow while shaping the handle naturally. Once you're happy with the upper attachment, repeat the same workflow for the lower section where the handle connects back to the cup. Now that we've cleaned up the topology and edge flow for both the upper and lower handle attachments, it's time to create the handle itself. Instead of using a regular extrude, we'll take advantage of Blender's Spin tool. This allows us to extrude the selected geometry along a circular path, using the 3D cursor as the center of rotation. It's a fast and controllable way to create smooth, curved shapes like a coffee cup handle. Before running the spin operation, make sure your 3D cursor is positioned correctly and double-check your transform orientation if needed. A small setup adjustment here can save you a lot of cleanup later. Once the spin extrusion is complete, spend some time tweaking the result. Move and scale the new geometry until the handle feels balanced, proportional, and naturally connected to the body of the cup. Finally, connect the open end of the handle to the lower attachment we prepared earlier using bridge edge loops. After a few final adjustments, that's it. You just completed the two most important parts of this beautiful coffee cup. Not bad at all. For the final touch, let's add a subdivision surface modifier to smooth out the entire model. Besides making the coffee cup look cleaner and more refined, it also gives us a great opportunity to inspect our topology. As the mesh is subdivided, any imperfections, pinching, or uneven edge flow become much easier to spot. Think of it as a quick quality check before calling the model finished. And if everything looks good and you're happy with the outcome, congratulations. You've just modeled this beautiful coffee cup starting from nothing more than a 26 vertex circle. Be proud of its simple geometry. A clean workflow and solid topology can go a long way. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.